If you look closely at my thumbnail, you'll notice I'm wearing my shirt inside out. It's fixed now. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Heather, and as always, I'm reading with a vengeance, and as always, I hope you are as well. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, very warm welcome to you. I hope everybody is doing very, very well. Today I am doing a tag video, as you can tell from the thumbnail, and I am doing an original tag called the DNF tag, and this one I found in a deep dive. This tag was created by Scott and Nell over at Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. So it's just Scott over at Gunpowder, but Nell has her own channel, I believe, called Book Hunt. I wanted to do this tag for a couple of reasons. I haven't done a tag in a couple of weeks, for starters. The second reason is because I wanted to shout out Scott's channel. I love his channel, and he's like 8 subscribers away from having 1,000 subscribers. So I would love it if you don't already subscribe to his channel. Go check him out. I will link his channel down below, and I will also link this particular tag that he does with Nell down below. Check him out if you haven't already, and give him a subscribe because he deserves the love. I love his channel. He's hilarious, and his thoughts on books are just super in-depth and honest. And anyways, go check him out and give that subscribe button a boot. So back to the tag. So this is an original tag, and it looks like it was a lot of fun, and I wanted to do it myself. So here we go. The first question is, do you DNF? Absolutely, positively, yes. Life is too freaking short. There was a time, I will admit, probably up until about, I don't know, about 5 years ago, I absolutely would not DNF. I never DNF, not a single book up until about 5 years ago. I would trudge through and torture myself and get through crap that, I mean, who has time for that? I don't know what was the aha moment that I had that I finally demonstrated self-care for myself and said, no more. If you're not enjoying it, just close it and move on. Really, what's going to happen? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is you move on to something that you enjoy. So why not? Question number 2. If you DNF a book, does it count towards books read for the month? Okay. No. I'll mention it in my wrap-ups. I'll mention it in my Instagram wrap-ups, but I don't count it as the number of books that I have read. And then while my count on Goodreads is affected, because somehow Goodreads, at least I don't know about it, they haven't made it so that you can put it on a DNF shelf and it doesn't count as read. So they do show up in my reading challenge count, but when I have my reading challenge count on my Instagram profile, but that's the actual count. I will subtract the number from my Goodreads app, how many books that I've DNF'd. So anyways, short story long, no, I don't count them. Question number 3, is there a difference between DNF and just putting it down for a bit? Well, I guess that depends on how long a bit ends up being. I don't usually put something down for a bit if it's going the way of a DNF. If I have that feeling where I want to put it down and not continue right away, it's just gonna be a DNF. I don't have put down for a bit experiences. Question number 4, what popular book have you DNF'd? That's an awesome question. And it's an easy one to answer because it's fairly recent. And the most popular book I believe I have DNF'd this year is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I just couldn't do it. And it just pains me because I picked it up because so many people love the book and not just liked it, loved it. And it's talked about all over BookTube. So yeah, I would say the most popular is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Question number 5, what book do you wish you had DNF'd? I would have to say 50 Shades of whatever, volume 2 and volume 3. I read the first one and it was fun for what it was. you know, not high literary content, steamy, juicy love scenes. The first one was fun. The second one and the third one were repetitive, and I really didn't need to read them, and I wish I hadn't. Question number 6. Do you ever reattempt to read a DNF? Has this ever been successful for you? I haven't, but I have plans, kind of, sort of plans, to attempt books that I've had a hard time with. And I've mentioned this before, White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I have yet to read any books by Zadie Smith. And this was the first attempt I had with her. And I think I just wasn't in the right mind space. So I definitely want to give White Teeth another go. A Gentleman in Moscow, I wasn't having a really good time with. And I was listening to it. And I feel like if I read the physical copy, I'd have a better time with that. I just feel like I would like it if I gave it the chance. So whether that's going to be successful is yet to be seen. Question number 7 is, what do you do with books you DNF? Well, it depends. Well, I guess they go the way that all my books go. I don't hold on to books. I don't have a huge library. I've talked about this before. There was a time where I kept all of my books, but I am just leaning more towards a minimalist lifestyle. And that's in general, but also more recently, we are in the process of moving and we'll be downsizing. So holding on to books is just not something I do anymore. So what I do with books is I do a number of things. If they're newer releases or popular books, I will sell them on Pango. I will put them in my little free library. I will put them in other little free libraries. I will donate them to secondhand bookstores if they're taking them, or I'll just pass it on to a friend. Question number 8 is, do you choose more or less risky titles because of your stance on DNF? No. Short answer is no. Yeah, my decision to DNF a book doesn't determine anything else. I mean, I might even attempt that same author, just another book, genre, whatever. Yeah, when I choose to DNF, it's very specific to that book, and I don't let that determine any of my other reading choices. Question number 9 is tag 5 BookTube buddies, or however many people you want to do this tag. And since this is an original tag, I will probably tag more than 5 people because I want Scott to get more subscribers. So the more people talk about him, the more chance is that he'll get more subscribers. So let me get my little list though. And I also want to take this opportunity to tag some lesser known booktubers. So it helps them for the shout out, and it helps you if you're looking for some new booktubers and you haven't heard of these guys. Go check them out because I am talking about them for a reason. First booktuber I want to tag is Elise Eats Books. I don't even think she has 100 subscribers yet, and it's a travesty because she is wonderful. She's got a great energy, and I just recently discovered her. Go check her out. Another one that's a really fun channel that I just recently discovered is Elle Reads Books Like. She's got just a darling personality, and I enjoy her. The next booktuber I want to tag is Alex over at Ink and Fig. She's fairly new, really enjoy her channel. Go check her out. I tag Kate Crafter. I've been watching her for a couple months. She is got this lovely, quirky personality that I just love to watch. Go check her out. I also tag Elizabeth at the Unsalted Reader. I just recently discovered her channel, and I really like her energy as well. And then the next couple of booktubers I have mentioned before on my channel, and I'm just gonna tag them just because they're my bookish friends, and that is Gemma over at Gemma Books and Nikki over at Red Dot Reads. I will link all of their channels down below. Please, 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 please go check them out. And ladies, if you're watching, I challenge you to do this tag, but there's absolutely no pressure. Scott, thank you so much for creating this tag. I had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.